Hello everybody, my name is Jad. Welcome to another MLB 9 Innings 25 video. In today's video, it's the playoffs today, finally. We're finally here, I can't believe it. It seems the regular season just ended the other day, but we finally have some information. I apologize for running a day late here today. I was feeling pretty bad yesterday. I didn't even want to go on the internet yesterday. I just wanted to stay in bed and sleep, so... but the good news is I'm actually feeling better today, but unfortunately that means I do got to go run to work after I'm done recording this video, so... That is the breaks. Those are the trade-offs, unfortunately, but I'll take it honestly. Feeling much better today. So, the playoffs are today. We just finished watching the Tigers defeat the Cleveland Guardians 2-1. Teresculo pitched an absolutely disgusting game. Struck out 14 people over 7 2/3 innings. I mean, it was very much like old-timey baseball, not like the current modern times where you see somebody get pulled after 4 or 5 innings. It was very much like they were just going to let him go out there and dominate, and they did, and he did. So it was very nice to see. Like the last time that he played, I think it was Cleveland, when he had an infield fiasco. It almost happened again this time, but thankfully I think the Guardians only got 1 run out of it, but it was looking like that. But so it was a very close game. And I'm sitting here getting ready to watch the Yankees play the Red Sox. Unfortunately, the Yankees did what we all hoped that they would do, and they ran the table at the end of the season. But unfortunately, the hole was too deep, and Toronto was just too many games up on them. Then they just came up essentially a tied record, which means they lost on tiebreakers. So now we got to go play the wild card round, and Toronto gets to sit and have a bye. So good for them. Congratulations. They deserved it. And now we get to go and face a division rival in the wild card series that we couldn't beat all year, essentially. And now we get to go face what should on paper essentially be a amazing pitching matchup, which is Garrett Crochet versus Max Fried. Essentially, two team aces going at it. Two people who were at one point in the year in the Cy Young conversation. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to go to Scooble at this point, but I mean, you can make your arguments as you see fit. However, Fried and Crochet were both Cy Young candidates essentially at some point, and they may, Crochet still may win the award. I don't know how they're going to vote. I don't get a vote either, so it just seemed like it's been like an fait accompli that it's been Tarek Skubal the entire year to me. But what do I know? So, especially because their team won came out of the gate so hot, and he was leading that rotation. I mean, Garrett Crochet pitched great, but it just seemed like he was destined to win that award from the beginning of the year. So anyway, I'll probably be at work by the time the Yankees go play, but it's going to be a fun time. I know I'm probably going to hate it. Every single time someone gets on base, I'm probably going to have to turn the radio off or something, because I'm just going to be so sick to the stomach having to listen to the game. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be beside myself. Playoff baseball is here, and it's exciting, but it's always exceptionally stressful because, the Red Sox are the last team that I want to lose to. I said this last year. If you guys remember me talking last year about the World Series, I said I'd love for the Yankees to make it to the World Series, but it was the Dodgers and the Mets in the championship series, and I was thinking to myself, man, I really do not want to play the Mets. It's I know the Dodgers are definitely the better team, but I don't want to play the Mets because if the Yankees lose to the Mets in the World Series, I will just be miserable beyond all recognition because everyone around me will just be constantly just in my face making fun of me. So I'd rather not do that. So I'd rather not lose to the Red Sox. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice, though. You have to play who's in front of you. So now we have to find a way to beat them in a 3-game series. With a home, away, and home, we have home field advantage, which is good because I think we played them better at home this year, exceptionally better at home. Well, actually, come to think of it, we only really beat them in that one series where it was at Fenway. So, I mean, I don't think we actually won at home at all this year. I don't remember. I don't remember. Well, those are some stats I don't really want to look up right now. I just kind of want to... let's take Anthony Rendon, the guy who's never playing again, essentially. IL percent. And we'll see where we go for tonight. I'm not really sure how the other games are going to turn out in the NL side of things. I'm cautiously optimistic watching the Reds, knowing that they've got somewhat pretty decent starting pitching, that they may make some noise here, but it is against the Dodgers, so their work is going to be cut out for them, essentially. It's going to be a tough series. There's going to be, there's no easy series here. I mean, It's funny the way that the AL turned out, which is essentially both of them are divisional, like both of them are divisional games. I mean, the Tigers get to play the Guardians, and the Yankees get to play the Red Sox, and then even when like whoever wins the Red Sox Yankees series gets to go sit and go play Toronto. Essentially, I think it's Toronto. Is that the way that the Is that the way that the roster is working out? Oh, no, Toronto is going to play the winner of. Yeah, Toronto's going to play the winner of Tigers Guardians because they're the lower seed, I think. No, hold on a second. I need to go look at the playoff bracket. I looked at this last night. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because the Yankees and the Red Sox are the 4 and the 5. Wait. Yeah. I don't know how that works out. Why do... That's a really weird playoff format. I'm not really sure about that one. Why does the 1 seed in the American League play the 4 and the 5 winner? Shouldn't the 1 seed play the 6 and 3 winner? Like, and then the Mariners, who are the 2 seed, play the 4 and the 5? Like, doesn't that make like more sense? Am I losing my mind here? I mean, Toronto has the best record in the American League. So why aren't they playing the team? Why aren't they playing the side that has the 6 seed? I don't know. Is it because the Guardians are the 3 seed? It's probably because the Guardians are the 3 seed. They probably want you to. They probably want the 1 seed to play the 2 wildcard teams, and then the 2 seeds probably playing the division winner and the wildcard series. That's probably the way it works out. That's an interesting way to do it. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, so we gotta go play. Whoever wins between Boston and New York gets to go play Toronto. So amazing American Least action going on here. It's essentially going to be an AL East fest until you get to the championship series, and then finally you get to play someone that's not in your division. Okay, well, we'll see how it shakes out. And on the other side, I don't know, Reds, Dodgers. It sounds interesting on paper to me. I think the Dodgers are just going to steamroll this series. It's going to be basically, can the Dodgers bullpen survive? I'm not really too sure. And then Dodgers Phillies is going to be insanity. That's going to be a hard fought match. Oh my god, I wish that was the championship matchup. Honestly, that's going to be a crazy series. Like, I would rather see that series go 7 rather than be a 5-game series personally. But that's just my opinion. All right, let's open up our signature pack. So there's also some new historical players in the game. And when I say new historical players, I mean essentially it just looks like they turned all the legends into Supremes, essentially. And they have a list of like 75 of them. It looks like they just basically took the list of legends and then made Supremes out of them, like Mel Ott, Molitor, Kiner, Clemente, Rod Carew, Roy Campanella. There's a David Ortiz one. That's an interesting one. Billy Williams, Kaline. I saw a Catfish Hunter. I saw Don Drysdale, Sutton. Yeah, so they Nolan Ryan. They basically took a lot of the legends and turned them into Supremes essentially, which means I'll never get them because essentially they're still charging you an arm and a leg for them. So it's probably not on my radar because I will spend a little bit of money on this game. I'm not going to be spending like crazy money to go outfit my team with Supremes. It's just still, I've had this argument for years, essentially. It's kind of sad that you just have to basically fill your roster with pay-to-win players. I mean, that was even back in the day. I mean, that was the way it was with signatures, but I didn't think it was like that horrendous because you had like a team select signature. You could kind of get who you wanted. So to me, it just kind of felt like you were essentially just buying team players, whereas this you're essentially just buying randos and now you're combining them. It feels kind of hollow, and it just feels kind of that there's no more chemistry here. You know, I say this every single time. Now it feels like it's completely out the window. I mean, it's good now for the people that spent a lot of money on this game that now they have combinations. You're no longer just holding Supremes forever. Let's say if you have like 3 first basemen, you're no longer going to be spending forever with that card because there's nothing better to do with it. It's just sad and funny to me now that we now have Supreme combinations. It is such a problem for people who have too many Supreme cards that they don't know what to do with all of them, that now they needed to add an option to combine the Supremes to give you a new Supreme. I mean, is that just really funny to me that people probably have so many Supremes on the roster? Like, I can't even believe we've... Like, it's funny to me that we've gotten to that point, essentially. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but I've seen some photos from people that spend a lot of money that just have like 4 or 5 of the same Supreme card, and they've got nothing better to do with them except like look at them and just kind of think about, oh well, that was fun. Good thing I have 6 of that card already. It was the same thing with Legends too. I know people who have, like, there's a person like in our club. I want to tell you that has. I said this before. I think he has something along the lines of like 5 Chipper Jones essentially at this point. It's almost a meme at this point. It's just like, well, the next time you pull a Legend, maybe you won't pull a Chipper Jones next time, son. I think he pulled another Legend that wasn't Chipper Jones, and the next one was immediately another Chipper Jones after that, which we all just kind of cried for him a little bit. We don't know what to do because all he can do is pull Chipper Jones. I could be paraphrasing. I could be completely incorrect information, but I thought it was Chipper Jones. Come on, give me a Legend, man. I can't even pull Legends, and you expect me to pull Historics? And there's like a new deal out there too. I don't know what it is, essentially. I was looking at it earlier. It's some, like, they don't have numbers on it, essentially. We're just going to have to wait for them to come out with some kind of information on it. It just kind of looks like they're just basically selling you a random historical player at this point. You can buy the Supremes, like one of the 5, like, signature Supremes. I did air quotes there. You couldn't see it. You can buy one of the 5 signature Supremes that are currently on sale right now, or you can just go buy one of the 75 extra ones that they just kind of threw in there. Essentially, the ones which are the Legend Plus cards, essentially. It's unfortunate, man. I know that there are still a couple places where signature players will win the day. Let's say, for instance, like starting pitching wise, but it's just kind of sad that we're trending really, really hard to the inevitable conclusion of being a full Supreme team or bust. And it's just kind of sad to me. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good strategy. And, you know, maybe I'm in the minority here. Maybe anybody who spends like a modicum amount of money on this game probably says, no, it's not really that bad now. Now it's even easier because now essentially you're just paying straight money for a Supreme player. And maybe that is good for you. But in my opinion, I just kind of don't like it. I just don't like it. Like, essentially, they're removing the barrier, which is that you could pay for the Supreme Player Pack, and then you're basically like YOLOing it, essentially, trying to dodge the signature or the vintage, essentially, and you're trying to pray that you get a Supreme. People who have watched me for a long time remember that I pulled my Mantle from a Supreme Pack because I was looking for the Mantle Supreme player, but I didn't really feel like spending crazy amounts of money on it. I basically just bought a couple of them just to see what was up, and then wanted to see if I could pull something cool. And I said to myself, like, look, I want the Supreme here, but I'm okay with essentially just pulling the signature because I spent I think like $250 like plus a coupon on it, and that to me felt like a lot of money to spend on a video game, in my opinion. Like, I thought that was a lot of money at the time. Essentially for that's a pretty nice skill set. Essentially for trying to just get something that was a chance, essentially. It was spending $250 on a chance, essentially. It just kind of felt wrong to me. And I pulled the signature, which was good, but still, I mean, now I guess with this new historical player pack, I haven't seen the odds yet. I don't know, is there an odds thing out here? Oh, hold on, let me double check this real quickly. Let's see. That's combinations. Oh. So you buy the box. One of the items will be obtained by chance. The All Supreme Player Pack guarantees a Supreme type player from the full list of eligible players. The All Historic Signature Pack guarantees a signature type player selected from the full list of eligible players. Oh boy, more. More gambling. Oh boy, never mind. I still think that's just incredibly just so bad. Like, just the amount of money you have to spend to get a player from there is so disgusting. It's so anti-player. It's so anti-free-to-play. It's just whale bait. It's just eh. So, eh. I figured it was going to be something a lot cheaper or a lot more expensive, like a lot cheaper, and just have like pretty rough rates, or be a lot more expensive and just have set rates essentially. But that's pretty bad, man. Let me use these skill select tickets on Greg Nettles, and let me see if I can get him maybe like laser beam, something that's not ace specialist. Ooh, super sub. I don't think he's pinch hitting, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if there was like a pinch hit specialist thing. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's amazing. Woo! Whew. I think we're going to have to go work on him next. That's pretty crazy. That is a disgusting pull. So, anybody who just looked at my lineup recently just saw that I have Sonny Gray in my lineup now. So let's go over Sonny Gray real quickly before we get into trainers. And so that way I can stop complaining about the rampant spending that goes on in this game by essentially everybody before we get derailed there again. So Sonny Gray is Mr. Perfect Pitching Coordinator, Inning Eater 5. A couple people in my club tell me that Inning Eater is actually okay as a third, especially in this context. And so Mr. Perfect increases stats based on the normal lineup stat, lowest normal lineup stat, and essentially his lowest normal lineup stat is going to be 133 in fastball and break. Essentially, it's going to be trying to weaponize the fact that pitching coordinator relies on you having a lot of pitches. He's got 5 pitches, which is pretty good. So he'll get the maximum boost from that. And he's got 133 fastball and break too, which means that he's going to have pretty decent boosts as well. And then Inning Eater is going to help because he has high stamina too. And it's going to boost his stats overall. So it's essentially, to me, like it's going to be essentially 5-tool player for pitchers, essentially. So we'll see how that shakes out. I'm going to give him a full week of ranked to see how he does. He actually did very well for me. I'm running him out of the 5 slot now just because I want to put him in Paxton's spot, but I may move him up to the 4 just so that way I can move J-Hap down to the 5 because J-Hap is really rough. And he's going to be really rough for now until we can actually get him back onto maybe Finn instead of Dom, or just not have... I forget what he has. He has, like, what? Dom... I forget his legend skill. Yeah, Dom Fireballer. He's been kind of rough recently, so maybe we'll see if we can work on him next, just to maybe upgrade him. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got the trainers. I did get a Diamond Recruit trainer ticket. I don't know if that was from League or if that was from an event. I couldn't tell you, unfortunately. If I go click the League button right now, it will, like, break my game and it will put me into the game again. Because, obviously, you're not allowed to look at anything in League mode. Ugh. I figured we had space at this point. I figured we've had space at this point, dude. Are you kidding me? Release those. Release that. Do I have any of these? I don't know if I want to start getting rid of some of these skill tickets. But I can start releasing some of these pretty low number ones. So, like, I love the fact that I could get 7 POW, but I don't like the fact that it's not plus 12, personally. So, like, 9. That's, like, 10. Like, these are all 10s or lower, so I can kind of get rid of some of these. I really only at this point want to keep the ones that are 12s, essentially. 11s or 12s, essentially, are the only ones I'm looking for, because the other ones just don't give you enough of a stat bonus. At this point, I can choose to be kind of picky with those, thankfully. Okay. MBT, Crossfire. Paxton had Crossfire. Prediction. I'm really looking for the home run bonus on those ones. Spray hitter, interesting one. Alright, and then my Diamond Trainer Recruit ticket, which we all know is going to be a pitcher recruit ticket because it's always a pitcher recruit ticket because we don't pull anything else other than pitcher recruit tickets, and it's getting kind of sad at this point because that's the only thing we're capable of doing anymore. Look at that, it's another pitcher recruit ticket. Wow, who would have thought? I want to combine a couple of these because I'm getting really frustrated with the fact that all I do is pull pitcher recruit tickets. So once again, we're going to see if I can combine some of these to kind of get rid of them because I'm getting really annoyed that we can't pull diamond batter recruit tickets. It's kind of crazy. If you think about it on a binary 50-50 scale, it's kind of incredible that we can't find any of these. Alright, so let's get rid of some of these Dr. K's. And let's see, I guarantee you if we pull one, it's going to be a batter ticket. It's going to be something like, it's going to be probably, I don't know, the one that makes it so that way you have a better chance of hitting the ball with good timing, or it's going to be something like a fielder one. I will take Deception. Oh, that's not the one. That's the batter one. Yeah, of course. That's the one. That's the one where it will. Everyone claims it works, but I have no empirical evidence of it working because it just doesn't work. I don't know what to tell you. My pitchers don't do better with it. So another pitcher one, amazing. Is it possible to pull batter diamond skill trainers? Like, am I missing something here? Like, did I miss an update or something where you're only allowed to pull pitcher diamond skill trainers? Like, did I miss an update or something? Like, am I on a bad firmware? I have no idea, man. It's honestly incredible how it's the only thing we're capable of doing is pulling those ones. But that is going to be it for me today. I'm going to go work on Greg Nettles and see if I can train him up. So I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, good luck with your parachute pulls or combos. Hopefully you guys enjoy the playoffs. I know I'm going to be sweating. I'm going to be dying the entire time. So I'm going to be miserable. I'm either going to be really happy in the next video or I'm going to be miserable. So either way, someone's going to be looking forward to it. Either Yankee fans are going to be happy that I'm going to be happy or everyone's going to be, enjoying my misery. But, we love that. Everyone loves that, Everyone loves when Yankee fans are miserable. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck with your pack, pulls, or combos, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.